Okay, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to, I think, the final video for Let's Get Organized Christmas Edition 2022. Now, there's a lot of stuff here, so let me just move things about a little bit. Now, I mentioned to you, can you see this fairly well? Yeah. I mentioned to you when we were doing all the paper that I was going to organize my 6x8 and smaller and then just come back and show it to you, because as you know, I think 12x12 or 6x8. So here, this is just one of these fridge containers that I got, I think, at the dollar store, but it works perfectly for this. So I have just here in the back, I've got some glitter paper, some templates, the Christmas tree that I used recently, some lovely tissue paper, a few little Christmas bags, and then over here I'm going to just reach over because something I'll show you later belongs right here. This is some lovely, lovely items that I got from my friend Helen. It was part of the wrapping paper. She actually laid this on top of some gorgeous craft paper, and I used some of this in last year's album, and I'm going to use this bit, and you're going to see I have some tags in this year's glitter. Then my 6x8 paper, which I have left in pads. So I have not taken these pads apart. I have the evergreen and holly, which I've showed you. I have some of the warm wishes left from last year. Then I have here just some 6x8, some that I got from my lovely friend Colleen last year, bits and pieces that I have in my stash, printable here that from Tracy Reed that I printed off. And then I have a whole unopened 6x8 Merry and Bright, which I probably bought on clearance because I had not bought this collection. This was, I think, was this maybe 2020 or even 2019? I'm not sure, but I know I didn't buy the Merry and Bright, but I did buy the Joyful. Or is it that the Joyful came out before and I didn't allow myself Merry and Bright because I had too much of the Joyful? Can't remember now, but I have a lot of that. So staying true to my two sort of color kind of schemes, I have here some grid paper for journaling, and that just reminds me to not forget, because in my Alex drawer unit where I have all of my Nicole Jones 911 digiprints, as soon as I see here that I might want to use, it will remind me to go and get. I'm not going to put every color or size of grid paper, but if I had it sort of already cut to size, I put it in here. Some smaller than 6x8, but larger than, see, this is a frame that, two of them that I prepared to use last year and then evidently changed my mind. So these are here ready. Then we have some sort of 4x8, 3x8 kind of sizes back there. Now here I have put these stickers because they don't fit width-wise in my acrylic containers that I'm going to use for embellishments, and they sort of do fit in the 4x6 category. The majority of these are smaller stickers that I would use in my 6x8 album, so I think having them here will, make me look for them and use them more. Then I have here all sorts of gorgeous 6x6 papers, some from sampler kits, some Stampin' Up paper, and then some printable, I think. And then, as I had mentioned, some gorgeous, gorgeous Macha designs that I had received from Karen a couple of years ago. And here's a Vicky Bouton that I guess I had used part of it, and I cut down one sheet to fit 6x6, so I put that here. There we go. And then a little bit smaller. this lovely card that I got from Joey and the girls, and I want to use the front from it. Then again, here we have some acrylic, sort of TN signature sizes. And here I have some very small, fairly long, but some strips that I have cut from 6x6 that I can, or bigger, that I can use, you know, on cards. Oh, here is a cut apart. So small but long sizes. Then we have here, my friends, we have 4x6, and some of these are actually journaling cards. Some are, here you've got some vellum that I cut down to 4x6. A lot of these I cut down to 4x6, so we have 4x6 here. Then I have tons of 3x4s, journaling cards, scraps that I cut down to 3x4. Some grid paper you see here, I cut it down to 3x4. These are the gorgeous Maha Design ones. And then in this little container, I have some fun glitter paper that I cut down to small sizes. And then we have all the tags here. So I have some Maha Design tags, some tags that I made, some tags, and then I'm going to put the cut aparts that I need, the Vicky Boutin and the Simple Stories that you saw. I'm going to put those in here once I finish cutting them down. And these gorgeous tags that were on some of the presents that I got from Helen. So you can see here, that's what I was mentioning when I showed you before. She backed this with some lovely craft, a very, very thick cardstock. So look how fun that is. I think I used a couple last year, but I have some left over because I was very, very spoiled. So there you go. That is this lovely container. So this is my sort of 6x8 album at a glance in terms of papers of all sorts of different sizes. So let's move that about for now over here, and then we're going to see, oh golly geez. Then I have this little container that I have some ribbon here. I have some charms of all different sizes. Majority of these are Stampin' Up, but some of these I received. So there too, this little Christmas tree was definitely a gift. This little snowflake as well. So little metallic charms are in here. Some trim that I got in a kit. I do have two washi tapes, my friends made, but because they are sort of like the paper ones. Silver glitter and gold glitter. So I think I might, you know, use some of that. We have that in here. I have a snowflake punch. And then I will probably have, I know I will have some little washi tape bits to add in here as well. And then, my friends, now we have the two acrylic containers. Let's see if I can get the majority of this in frame for you. Let me move this right over, and this right over. We've got most of it in here, I think. So this is going to be sort of all of my embellishments, and they will get stored in these at the end of this year's project in an iris container. Now, so what I mentioned to you was I would have one here with sort of all of my favorites, or I guess my go-tos more than necessarily my favorites. But when I'm embellishing these things are what I think of first. Gorgeous acrylic pieces, beautiful Flaralicious pieces. I'll come back to this in a moment. Nicole Jones 911 printables. Now, this is the same kind of thing. I have a whole Alex drawer full, so I'm not going to fussy cut everything. I'm going to do some more fussy cutting, but I am not going to fussy cut everything because, hang on. I have, you know, tons of these fun things for snow globes, which I think are gorgeous. Now, I might, fussy cut a couple of these out, some beautiful baubles, and I'm going to cut a few out, some tickets, these are more generic, but I was thinking of the colors, the holly leaves, poinsettias, tons of poinsettias in here, the peppermints with the numbers, then I have some of the peppermints just on their own, some trees. Did I show you the trees? Where did the trees go? Some of the trees. So just tons, yeah, the trees there. So just tons of lovely, lovely printables. But, I already have a perfect storage for that. So I will do a little bit of fussy cutting on my Sunday afternoon to get a bit more in there to get me started. And then I will know where to find the rest. So, as I said, my flair, my lovely acrylic pieces, my Nicole Jones 911 Digiprints, sequins. I love, love, love my sequins. I know I have some more on the way, and I have a couple from the current releases that I have not added in here because they're over on my desk being used, but they will get added here. Sequins, again, same thing. I have a lot more than this that I can go into my stash, but at least I have here like a Christmas, and basically I can create from this without having to go searching. So then what I have added in here as well are puffies, like the smaller puffy stickers kind of thing, because that is another go-to for me. Some of these gorgeous bramble fox bits here that I didn't want to take out of the container, so I'm just keeping them in this longer area here. Now, I do have a few bits in here that, did not come from bramble fox. In fact, I'm not sure where. I think some of these lovely little trees were in either from Chris or Christy. These might have been in kits. I'm not quite sure, but there are a few, very few, but there are a few little acrylic pieces here that aren't bramble fox, but the vast majority are bramble fox. And I have my December fox box on the way, which I'm pretty sure I'll be adding in here. Again, same kind of thing here. This is not my entire Christmas stash of the Flair Hut Flairalicious pieces. I have, last year I may have overindulged in, both the advent calendar, and then for some reason I felt the need to do quite a large order as well. So I have tons, but I've got a good selection here that I can use first and not feel overwhelmed. And then I did a few shaker pockets. These were some that may not have made it into some presents last year. This one I think I actually received. I think this might be one made by Christy or Chris. I think. I don't think I made this one, because this gorgeous paper on the back, I don't think is something I made. So I'm pretty sure this came to me in one of the Advent. I did make the star. I made this little one with, I think I probably did these for a Spiegel Mom Scrap project, but so I have those in there to definitely use. And then over here, I have some glittery bits. So silver and gold glitter. And what I've done here is I've actually put the gold and silver mirrored Flairalicious pieces in with here, because that is how I will think of them. These lovely maple leaves that I got from Helen, silver mirrored die cut and glittery die cuts. So glitter sort of I have popped in here. And then this was something I die cut from a die that I have, and it basically does the outline, but then with the foam here, I have these fun little stars. So I'm just popping those in there because I'm not quite sure where to put them. So this is sort of my, go-to. Then in container number 2, as I mentioned to you, I have sort of the next level of things that I love to use. Loose chipboard. The vast majority of this, 99% of this, is from the Vicky Bouton Warm Wishes. But I have a couple of other little pieces in here from Cocoa Vanilla for sure. And these, I can't quite remember where they came from. This lovely stocking, I'm sure, is a Cocoa Vanilla, but the rest is Vicky Bouton. Wood veneer. Let's make sure I have that. Wood veneer here. Die cuts. And these are the die cuts in my second color family. So basically, they are all Cocoa Vanilla die cuts. Now, I have some cards here. And I'm wondering whether I should put those over in the 6x8. And, you know, my friends, I think I should, along maybe with these, because I think this would go in 6x8. So let's move them over to the 6x8 area. Wood buttons. These lovely little wood buttons. And then I have one of these Cocoa Vanilla beautiful corduroy hearts left, so I'm just going to put it in with the wood button so it's there. Then over in this container I have sort of enamel dots. Once I've done my sequins, these I'm putting here because I really just want to use them up, but I have these lovely little gems, more enamel dots, gems in black and crystals. And then I put a couple of little cut files here. This evidently came as a little kit somewhere, and put those there. And then this one, because I have so many in the traditional colors of the die cuts. Now, first of all, I also have from this year's Evergreen and Holly, I have these tiny puffy stickers. So I think they should probably come in here. I'll take them out of the packaging and pop them in here with these go-tos over here. And then now, my friends, you see, look at this. I have frames and tags for Home from Christmas, the ephemera from Homes for Christmas. Oh, there's a Simple Stories enamel dots. So let's pop that in with the enamel dots here. There we go. Then I have the Simple Vintage Christmas Lodge, bits and pieces, woodland pieces, and the Jingle All the Way journal bits. So now I could put all of these in here, but quite frankly, my friends, I have way too much. So I think what I need to do is go through this a little bit, look clearly on the back to see which ones I really want to focus on. And then I think I need to gift a couple of these packages. But when I decide which ones I really want, and I don't think, I'm not going to go something like go through the packages and take individual ones out. No, I'm going to decide, like this, I think I'm going to keep because I just love this floral. So I think this one I'm going to keep. And then, you know, here, one of the two, Jingle All the Way, we'll have a look. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And then once I've decided which ones I'm going to keep, I'll put them in here. What is already in here is, this was definitely from the lovely Colleen last year. Some fussy cutting and die cutting that I did myself. Now, I have one more thing to go through with you, and that is this divided container that I had organized last year. It's an old Tupperware container. And the majority of what's in here is leftovers from last year, and some of the gorgeous bits I got in the Advents from Chris and Christy. So let's try and put those in here. I might do a little bit of sorting here as well. There's another lovely bit of trim that's going to go into the trim bit. Some puffy stickers, cat puffy stickers. They are awesome. So they're going to go in with the puffy stickers here. Lovely glittery trees are going to go into my glitter bit here. Now, lots of die cuts here. So and here is a fun cut file. Will he fit in there? Yeah, pretty much, I think. Let's put him there for now, and we'll see. Now, these I think I need to maybe go through. Here are some cards. So I'll just pop those right over in with my cards over there. have a little tiny stencil. Don't quite know where or how. I don't know. Let's put that aside for now. Lovely little bits of card here that will go over with the glitter bits. Now, okay, see, now I have here some cut files. This lovely cut file Christmas tree. Now, you see, they're a little bit too big to fit in there, so I'm thinking now I'm going to take these larger cut files together with this one and maybe put them in a big glassine bag or something and pop them in with the 6x8s. So a little die cut that's going to go in there. A little doily, which I will put, see, I didn't put it, I think I'm just going to put it with my doilies, because when I want a doily, I'll just go into my doilies. I don't need to have everything in here. I need to have my bits that I tend to put on pretty much every layout. Now we have some more lovely journaling bits here, and these are all on vellum. So I'm just going to leave them in this bag and pop them over with the 6x8s. Now, okay, some more cards. This is die cut cards here again, tags, which will all go over into the other container. Now, here, okay, see, I have this lovely trim. This definitely came from Chris. Let's put it in with the trims and washi. These little tiny cut files can go in there. Another wood veneer. Some more trim. This, I think, these might have been on gifts I received from Helen. They'll go over it with the trim. Little bit of washi. And here is some lovely little washi that Chris sent us last year. I didn't use very much of it because, you know, I'm not very washi oriented. But you know what? This one works. It's not all dried out. So I'm going to see what I can use of this. I'm going to put it over in that trim and washi container. These are lovely, lovely little die cuts that were made. Oh, so I'm going to put those with the cut files, actually. Yeah, not with the die cuts. Fun. So I used one of these, and I think I probably did it on the jumper day from last year, because my Christmas sweater was sort of like an elf. So let's put that with our puffies over there. These lovely, this is some mirror. Let's put that with our glittery. Let's put all of these with our glitteries because they are glittery. There we go. These lovelies will go with the glitteries, as well as these bows and poinsettias. They will all go, so I'll just cut these down so that they fit a little bit better. This is dimensional. I think I'll pop it in here. Glittery, glittery. There we go. Now look at this, my friends. I have another stack of die cuts here. Oh wait, there are also in here. There are some another stack of die cuts. So I'll go through those with the others, and another stack. Oh, here's something that's been made. So I'll put that in with the bits that this, I think, Christy made. So this will be over in the made bits. Tags, these came from Christy for sure. They will go over into the tags over here. There we go. Put those into the tags. Okay. These are lovely little vellum pieces. Now, where am I going to pop those? I think I'm going to pop those. I don't have that. They're not vellum at all. They're like acrylic plastic. So I think, my friends, they are going to go with this sort of little bit of a catch-all here, right there. Lovely little kitty charms that should go, I guess, with my charms, but I don't think I want to lose them over there. So let's put them in there as well. These large wood veneer, does that fit there? It does, but it's very large, isn't it? Well, I'll put it there for now, and then we'll see as I go through. Another lovely wood veneer. This is a felt snowflake. So I'll put it, I'll put it here, I guess, with those kinds of things. And then the rest of this, oh, these are nice large numbers from Chris. So I think I might put those over in this area as well. Under here with sort of the dots and everything. There we go. And then these I need to go through with the rest of the die cuts, my friends. So there you go. That is Christmas organized for this year. And I'm just going to show you one more thing, because this is sort of like my stash. This is what I'm going to go to first. If I really am missing anything, I will go into those other bins that I mentioned to you, but this is going to be my stash. Now, as I am scrapbooking and getting things done in by 6x8 and doing maybe like a little bit of a series, for instance, one that comes to mind is our little Christmas party, which is tomorrow, actually, because I think you're seeing this on Friday. I usually do, like, I think last year it was maybe a 4 in the 6x8. It was maybe a 4 or 5 little page spread. So I would sort of do those together. And so I'm just going to show you my fun containers for this year as I do my individual. So those you're going to see on the channel every time I'm scrapbooking. You won't be seeing these. You won't be seeing that stash. You'll be seeing my page kits and what I'm using for the little series, and then my little embellishment trays that I like to use. Just hang on. So I love using my little dishes. It sort of increases the festivity, I think. And you already know that I love to use my little dishes and containers when I am scrapbooking. So you've seen my little snowman. You saw him last year for sure. I used him already, and I will use him for tiny bits. So maybe some of the smaller acrylic, like, the little tiny acrylics or sequins even. Although I tend to use my square white dish for sequins because I can pour them back in a lot more easier. So, but this I will use for some of the small things. You have seen me use this. This is not a Christmas one per se, but it sort of is festive, and it gives me the idea of Christmas. It's got the red and green, and so I'm using it as... I think it might have been... My mom gave this to me a few years ago, and so I like to maybe get some die cuts in here, spread out a little bit so that I can see them. And then, my friends, I received this lovely present from the lovely and gorgeous Laura. Thank you again. And this is, and actually, when she sent it to me, she said, I love seeing all your little dishes. So I feel very blessed. And this is just perfect. Look, it's a perfect size because it fits right on when I am recording, and when I am scrapping, it fits on my desk. It's the perfect length, and it's got 3 compartments. So acrylics, flare, Nicole Jones 911 DigiPrints can get in here because I will have the smaller one or the square one for the sequins, and then I have this for other die cuts. So there you go. Look at me. Again, thank you so much, Laura. Is this not gorgeous? I love a little snowman, gingerbread man, the little reindeer, my little snowman here. And these we're going to pretend are sort of an abstract take on poinsettias. Why not? There you go, my friends. So that is it. We are organized for Christmas. Thank you so much for coming along this ride with me, for all of this fun organization. Let me know down below all of your tips, tricks, how you organize your Christmas stash and what you are up to this year. And for me, I will come back and let's get creating, my friends, and I will start strapping. I'm going to probably have a few other layouts other than Christmas throughout the month, because I've got some fun Jack photos to scrap. I've got a couple of toddler Diego ones, a little bit maybe from my own October album. So I'll be doing a little bit more than just Christmas, but the focus will definitely be December documenting and Christmas memories, my friends. I will see you back here very soon. This was a long one. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you had some water, some tea, some coffee, some wine, whatever it was to get you through this, and maybe even a little snack. But thank you, as always, for being here with me so often, for all your lovely comments and support. See you soon. Bye, my friends.